Learned that Michael Ashcroft had changed the nature of the undertaking on his tax status, which was agreed when he was granted a peerage. Mr. Ashcroft had promised to take up permanent residence in the UK, but later he agreed only to become a long-term resident, meaning he didn't have to pay tax on foreign earnings. Well, our political correspondent Colette Macbeth joins us now from Westminster. Well, Colette, there's been a lot of confusion over exactly what was agreed when he was granted that peerage. So does this mean that he did agree at that stage to give up his non-dom status?
No, it doesn't quite mean that. It is slightly confusing, you're right to say it. What this means, and what William Hague has effectively told the BBC, is that he only found out a few months ago that the undertaking Lord Ashcroft had given him to become a permanent resident back in 2000 had actually been renegotiated to mean something slightly different, that of a long-term resident. Now, there's a crucial difference about all of that, because if you're a permanent resident, you pay full tax, not just on the income you earn in the UK, but also on the income you earn from overseas business interests. And so Lord Ashcroft, we know now, because he renegotiated that term to mean a long-term resident, he could therefore become what we call a non-dom, i.e. he was only paying tax on the income he received on his UK, only pay tax on the income he received in the UK. And if you're someone like Lord Ashcroft, that matters quite a lot, because he has sizable business interests in abroad in places like Belize.
So where does this leave the story and the implications for the Tory party? Because political opponents are trying to make a lot out of this.
Well, they are, and William Hague said tonight that, you know, this fox has been shot. We should all stop talking about this and move on to more important matters. But the fact is that it is now 2 days since Lord Ashcroft published that statement saying that he was a non-dom on his website, and here we are still talking about it, and it won't go away. And there is a crucial reason why it won't go away, because there are lots of peers, lots of people who sit in the Lords who are non-doms, as the Conservatives are always keen to point out. Lord Paul, the Labour peer and donor, for instance, is a non-dom. But in Lord Ashcroft's case, it really matters, because it was widely understood to be a condition of him receiving that peerage that he did become a permanent resident and that he did pay tax. And that is a crucial point about all of this. So tonight, William Hague is facing some serious questions from the Labour Party. We've heard from Douglas Alexander, who is the election coordinator. He has said that Lord Ashcroft should now be sacked. His position is untenable because he's kept William Hague in the dark about this for so long.
Thanks very much, Colette.
Now, it was one of the worst disasters of modern times. The famine in Ethiopia in the 1980s took 1 million lives and triggered the world's first global aid campaign. Bob Geldof's Band Aid raised huge sums for the victims. But now a BBC investigation has found that millions of pounds were siphoned off by rebel groups to buy weapons. David Loyne has the details.